Okay, so we are beginning our online international education fair and the webinar is about to start. I can see we have about 100 students. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope this is going to be a useful information when you're going to be attending. Till the end of the webinar, you will be able to learn about the scholarships, application fee waivers, the COVID-19 updates, and many more. So watch till the end and ask any question that you have. I hope it's going to be worth. Thanks.
My name is Marta Izquierdo. I'm the International Relations Director at UTAD, University of Technology, Arts and Design in Madrid, Spain. So yes, we've been talking, all of us, about the coronavirus crisis. And I would like to highlight how technology has been a key factor in overcoming the challenges presented by this crisis. Like, for example, how we are adapting through this online fair, or how every university is offering their classes online. So everything has been possible thanks to technology, to those services and products that have changed our lives in just a few years. So, for example, if you think on how you used to ask for a cab, in 2008, and now how we do it just a few years later, just in 2009 with the Uber application, or how we used to watch TV, and now we can consume content anytime, anywhere, in any device, or how just in 2016 we already have some autonomous cars, you can realize how fast these changes have taken place. And who are the ones that create this content and this technology? Well, the profiles that we call STEAM profiles with an A, with the art A, So these are profiles that come from engineering, from artists, designers, mathematicians, and the mix of these profiles what makes possible this kind of products and services. So taking into account this context, where technology is changing so fast, and the need of new professionals was higher than ever, is how UTAD was born just 8 years ago, where a group of companies around animation and games decided to create this university because they couldn't find the right profiles to work with them. They started by distributing games late in the 90s, games like Call of Duty, Star Wars, Grand Theft Auto, and then they created their own game, which was Commandos, and it was a really hit in the world, In 2002, they founded the studio, animation studio, which is called Ilion Animation Studios, that released 2 movies like Planet 51, Mortadelo Filemon. Then we worked for Paramount Pictures, and last year we released Parque Mágico, which is Wonder Park. And now we're working together with the Skydance Media. In fact, the studio now is called Skydance Animation Madrid. So these companies, they couldn't find the right profiles to work with them, and then they thought education needs to adapt to the to the changes of technology and the changes that were being pushed through. So the education, it has to change the way they teach, but also what we teach. You may learn a programming language in year 1 and it be outdated before you graduate. So how do we do it? The only way to do it is if you have, hold on, because I don't know, the contact with industry. And in fact, it's not that we are in contact, we are industry. So our UTAD methodology is based in a high-tech campus where we offer master classes. We have multidisciplinary projects. We mix these STEAM profiles together. We have 85% of our teachers are active professionals. And of course, our study programs are designed to answer the market needs through the help of companies. And also, hold on, because this presentation goes slowly. Here you can see some of the pictures from our campus. We have a small campus, 1,300 students, small classes, the latest hardware and software, drawing and modeling classrooms, VR laboratories. Regarding to the study programs, we offer all the educational level, from vocational training, undergraduate programs and graduate programs, but I'm going to focus the presentation on the undergraduate programs that we teach in English, which are software engineering, animation, and interactive and game design. Regarding software engineering, we are studying in English in 2021-22. So it's not next course, but the next one. But I must say this is the most demanded professionals in the world. It has a high international projection. Of course, we offer an official European official degree. And how we have defined this program is a 4-year program where we have the 2 first years common, and then the last 3 years you can do a major in cybersecurity, graphic computing or immersive system, data engineering, and of course we have defined these programs together with our company partners that we have in all the areas that we work. We do have research projects, like for example, virtual transport reality and many others. For example, in this one, we work together with the biggest hospital, not just in Spain, but in Europe, one of the biggest one, which is La Paz. And here you can see where our students are already working, not just in Spain, but all around the world. So let's go with animation. As I said, we are the only university that has, this is in Spain and in many, many other countries, its own animation studio in campus. So how is our study program? Again, 4 years. We have the 2 first years common and then 3 majors: game art, 2D animation, and VFX or 3D animation. Internships. We are the only university that can provide students for internships to Skydance Animation in Madrid. Okay, but this is not the only university we work with. We also work with many other studios, like for example, El Ranchito, that has made the VFX for Games of Thrones or Jurassic Park, or for example, the Spy Studio that has released Klaus, that was nominated for the Academy Awards. I hope you all watched it. I have here some of the works of our students, but as the quality may not be that good, you can download this presentation and look at the projects of the students' projects later. I'm going to show you some of the students where they are working from the different majors. Like, for example, this one is working in Mercury Steam, one of the biggest video games studios in Spain, or Ubisoft, for example, or maybe from the 2D major, this student is working in a Cartoon Salon, which is in Ireland, or the Spy Studio, where we had more than 27 students working in this project that was released through Netflix. And then, of course, Lion King in Alemalogic, or Double Negative in the series of Chernobyl, which are the people or the students that came out from the 3D or VFX major. But those are not the only ones. We have many, many students working in many other productions all over the world. Regarding Interactive Pro Design games, okay, it's the game design program. You know, the industry game, it's huge and it's growing every year, millions and millions of dollars. But these are not the only products that you can develop if you study these kind of programs. You can develop these products that you see here, interactive products for medicine, for a career service, for a platform where you offer content for bank, an autonomous car, or even for military service. But in fact, the truth is that we are a reference in Spain regarding games. If you're able to develop and design a game, you're able to develop and design whatever interactive product. And regarding games, we've won many, many awards since the beginning, the PlayStation Awards, and even not just in Spain, but also, for example, in Texas, the South by Southwest. Again, I have some students projects that you can download later. And here I can show you, you know, where some of our students are already working. We offer, this is the additional student service. Of course, well, you have a welcome pack when you come in, facilities available for students, a virtual campus where you have all the software required for your studies and hardware, language learning assistance. You have an academic secretary, can help you orientation, you know, through the programs. We have a bus that goes directly to the campus. library, lockers, the cafeteria and canteen, sport facilities, and of course a career service office and international relations office. Regarding the career development service, we have more than 600 agreements with different companies, not just in Spain, but outside, and we offer internships and career orientation for our students. Of course, we have a community with our alumni, and we organize events like, for example, the company day we organize every year, and where we have companies coming to the campus to recruit our students, okay? And not just companies from Spain, but last year, for example, we had companies coming from Ireland, France, Portugal, Germany, etc. We offer, we organize a job fair, and we organize many interviews. Regarding international mobility, these are some of the exchange agreements that we have all over the world, each year growing. And as I said, even if we've been working for 8 years, we already have students working all over the place, not just in Europe, as you see here, but also in the rest of the world. So to sum up, UTAD is a high specialized university. We are not going to teach medicine or laws. We're focused on the digital industry because we come from the digital industry. We are part of the industry. Of course, we offer highly technically equipped classrooms. 85% of our teachers are top leading professionals. We have a small classroom with a personalized attention. Of course, project-based teaching model. We tell our students, you can come out of the university without a project or something to show, because companies are going to hire you if they see what you are able to do. That's why it's so important you download this presentation and watch our students' projects. We've been the most awarded university in Spain in the last 5 years. We offer European official degrees where we specialize within the degree, as you saw through the majors. Of course, we have an intercultural environment, and it's located in Madrid, which is one of the most culturally rich cities in Europe. And you can have many, cultural and offer and enjoy, because you have everything together. I mean, everything close, like the beach or the mountain or whatever. So regarding tuition fees and funding, here you see the cost of our 3 programs and some other costs, like, for example, housing. It's between 450 and 1,300. The public transportation in Madrid is quite cheap, for 20 euros a month. If you're less than 26 years old, you can travel all around Madrid, subway, bus, train, whatever. And then each student must arrange his or her own health insurance. We've launched a voucher for this fair, which is the Study Metro Fair, which will be a 50% of discount on the place reservation. And we have a merit scholarship on tuition fees 4 years 2 to 4. It's a 20% of discount. Regarding the admission process, well, you can fulfill the admission form that the Study Metro already has, and a knowledge questionnaire, and then you will have to do an interview with our academic staff. This interview is not an interview to see if you're good enough. It's an interview in order to orientate the student, so you can ask the questions that you may have about the program. So it's a good moment to understand really, really well the programs. And then we will send the admission decision after 4 or 5 days, and you will have to pay the place reservation. So I hope this short presentation gave you a better idea of what UTAD is. I know it was short, I had to go really fast, but please feel free to ask any questions that you may have.
So this brings us to the end of the webinar. I hope the information that you have gained today is going to be useful for you for making an application to the university. If you still have any question or any query about applying to the university, then you contact one of the Study Metro representative. Thank you so much again for joining this webinar. Have a good one.